NWC owed over $50 billion by delinquent and disconnected customers. Delinquent and disconnected customers of the National Water Commission (NWC) reportedly owe the entity over $50 billion. But instead of mounting a costly and lengthy legal process to recover the money, the NWC will offer customers a debt reduction amnesty come January. Water Minister Matty Samodo said the decision to offer the amnesty was not a knee-jerking one. Speaking at a post-conference press briefing, Samodo explained that the amnesty provides a $6 billion reprieve to vulnerable customers. He said, had the NWC taken the matter to court, half of the money would have been taken up in legal fees. The minister said the initiative demonstrates that NWC is considerate of challenges customers face and is willing to work out solutions.
It's important that colleagues here understand the scale of the challenge and the scale of the intervention that is indeed being made by this government under the Prime Minister. Receivables, aged receivables in excess of 6 months for the National Water Commission is in excess of 58 billion Jamaican dollars. As a subset of these receivables related to debts longer than 2 years, so the portion over 2 years is 45 billion Jamaican dollars. So there's a $13 billion gap. So important for those listening to understand the potential write-down of 50% between the 6-month and 2-year gap is $6.5 billion, give or take. So persons have the ability to get $6.5 billion of benefit, of relief from this government. Beyond that, and this is the important part because I think people need to understand how much of this is uncollectible or uncollectible by all reasonable accounting standards. Beyond that, and as a subset, you have a set above 5 years in receivables. Now, that set of the set above 2 years is over $50 billion. So you start to see the challenge that you face. Now, another factor that we'd like the media to understand is that over 40% of the value per debt is usually lost in reclaiming this amount or going after this legal costs and settlement concerns, etc. So regardless of the $58 billion, you have a problem where 40% would go into the costs of debt collectors, lawyers, etc. So you understand what is possible and what is not possible. This was not a knee-jerk reaction. This is an expansion of an initiative that was undertaken by the National Water Commission over the last 12 months in Portmore, St. Catherine, in some of our quadrants where we had particularly high levels of NRW, where we went in and we've done our NRW work, but we still saw significant household usage and significant theft in some areas. We have seen where we're able to bring back thousands of customers which were disconnected through individual discussions. What this represents to the National Water Commission is a national wholesale effort at having the conversation with Jamaicans that you can come in, we do care, we do think it critically important for you to be connected to the National Water Commission system formally, and we will offer relief.
No more. National Baking Company Chairman and CEO Gary Butch Hendrickson on Thursday called for the education tax to be directly exclusively to this sector instead of being placed in the consolidated fund through which government revenues are deposited and withdrawn for expenditure. Hendrickson, known for his strong advocacy for improvements to Jamaica's education system, made the call after being conferred with the honorary degree of Doctor of Education in Leadership by the Macquarie University College during its presentation of graduates at the university's Road campus in St. Andrew. Pointing to the critical importance of education to the country's development, Hendrickson said if we truly believe in the importance of education to the growth and development of Jamaica, education tax should not be going into consolidated fund. Education tax should be directed into the bipartisan fund that will appropriate legislative structure promulgated into law for disbursal and monitoring. Achieving this will demand bipartisan support, robust oversight, and transparency at every single step of the way. To achieve that transparency, he suggested that such a fund would be required to report to the Jamaica people every 30 days and through an operating statement, give updates on achievements and projections. The recommendation was greeted with applaud and nods of agreement by the teachers graduate. Education tax was introduced by the Edward Seaga-led administration in 1983 to ensure that a pool of funds would be constantly available to assist with the advancement of education in Jamaica. The tax is charged at the rates of 3.5% for employers and 2.25% for employees after national insurance schemes deduction and contributions to an approved superannuation scheme. Only the employer's contributions are tax deductible, and the amount paid are not refundable to either the employer or the employees. However, over time the amount collected from the tax were directed to the consolidated fund, sparking criticism and question as to whether the tax was actually being used for the stated purpose. In his address to the Jamaica graduates, Hendrickson said it is now time that Jamaica finds the ingredients for a suitable education system to lay the foundation for taking the country from third world to first world status. He pointed to the success achieved by the Economic Program Oversight Committee, established in 2013 to monitor the implementation of Jamaica's economic reform measures under its agreement with International Monetary Fund, as well as the voters' identification system developed to contribute to free and fair elections, and suggested that similar bipartisan focus is needed for education. When faced with economic crisis, over leaders sat down, made tough choices, and developed a mechanism for accountability. EPOC was not a commission. I beg to differ. It was a commitment by our country, he argued. We need a national commitment on education. It cannot rest on the shoulders of politicians alone. It requires a collective will, he noted. I know our education system has faced setbacks. I know we've lost precious time, years, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. We know all the excuses. It is now time for solutions, Hendrickson added. He urged the class of 2024 to understand that the achievement of macroeconomic stability, which Jamaicans sacrificed to accomplish, can only bring true benefits if we convert this hand-earned capital and resources to great increase in gross domestic production to increase our productivity and our national earnings. Only human beings can do that. Our educated Jamaican human beings, our young people, properly equipped with analytical and creative skill sets. This must become our mission, our calling, Hendrickson added. Think about it this way. The quality of your degree or certification is not the letters but the degree of your dedication, the degree of your resilience to face life challenges, and the degree of your lifelong commitment to growth and impact. In a world full of good enough, you get an opportunity to be exceptional. Be the educator, the mentor, the leader who leaves a lasting legacy. As a nation, we need to go past the "me can't bother" attitude. We need to be bothered. We need to activate excellence. We need to plug into a joint effort to move Jamaica forward. We need to get up from off the veranda, get off of the sidelines. We just can't sit idly and say, so we go. No, sir. Set new reforms, set new norms, set new traditions, and actively participate in creating the best future for Jamaica, he urged the graduates. There is work to be done. Let's adopt a spirit of let's fix it. Let's ensure every child has a teacher who believes in possibilities and every classroom a place where dreams are realized. Today, I challenge you to push forward, be relentless in your pursuit of professional excellence, demand high standards, create meaningful change, be somebody's hero, unlock potential, and build a future worthy of the children we serve. And when you succeed, and I have every confidence that you will, please remember to send the elevator back down. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.